What's up? Good morning from Sydney, Australia. Good afternoon for you guys. How's it going? Alex O Crypto here. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Otter Gang. How are we all doing? It's raining here. It may be 25 degrees here, but it's raining. And look at this weekly. Holy smokes, weekly. We are flying. We are flying. Oh my goodness gracious. How's it going? How are we all doing? We have broken this giant famous trend line here. Oof. Oof. Are we going to continue upwards? Where are our targets? How are we doing? Shout out to you guys. Shout out to people in the chat. Shout out to Kumas. Shout out to Anne. Thank you for joining. Shout out to anyone else that's here. We're here to figure out where's this price going. Can we finally see a retracement? And what are our next levels on Bitcoin and what are we going to hit? Also, we can look at some altcoins in order to get a better idea of some good trades. I was in a couple yesterday. Took my profits. I'm currently not in any trades because quick move up and quick move down on Bitcoin. And you know what? I was not playing, so I went back to bed. So let's look at this. I'll zoom in into the 2-day because the 2-day is very nice. Right about here. Sorry about that. We were getting a red dot right about here. And we have, I think, broken this trend line here. If I pull up the trend lines, we can see that this red trend line here, we are above it, which is scary because this is all the way back. If I go to the weekly here, we can see that we've had this trend line drawn on our charts for quite some time since the top, and we're looking to break it, which is pretty scary news because that could be extremely bullish, right? Extremely bullish. Let me see if I can fix my camera here for you guys. There you go. So, what are my thoughts? First of all, we've got to get above this and flip it to support. So we've had this marked out on our charts. Right now, we've come up and we've touched this 23,350, right? 23,350 is now my new level of resistance. It is now my new ceiling, right? We put this in. What's up, Phil? Shout out to yesterday morning for you guys. And we put this new high in at 23,350, right? So this is our new high. New high of the year, actually, to be fair. This is the highest we've been in 2023. Darren does things. Hate me, but I hope we're going to get a fake out. Darren, I'm part of the fake out crew here. On 0.0001 boy. I'm a crypto expert. But you know what? I'm putting in the signal. I've been calling this guy constantly on the Otter phone in my automobile, asking him to dump it. And guess what? We're still waiting. We're still waiting for the dump. Because naturally, if I'm looking at this beautiful, beautiful Wu-Tang pattern that we drew out the other day, 111 subs left for 2023 for the win. Beautiful. Naturally, if we do get a retracement, you know, I've pulled the fibs from the bottom. I do not think this sufficient little dip down here is a retracement. To me, that's kind of pathetic. So if I pull fibs from the bottom here to the top of here that we had before, we can see that we didn't even get to the 382. We came up here down to the 382, but we wanted to get at least to the 0.5. We've had this marked out on our charts for quite some time now. So we're looking for this retracement right now. Where is it going to be? When are we going to get it? But we're waiting, right? What's up, Crypto Eats World? Shout out to you. Always in the Discord. Always sharing that knowledge. I really enjoyed what you were sharing in the chat about leverage and capital and how much margin to put in. That is some great stuff. Hasma, hi guys. I have about 150 euro in my Binance beginner in crypto. Which one can I buy for high returns? I'm holding random ones, but honestly, it's not making me any profit. Well, Hamza, we'll get to you in a minute, but crypto right now, we are currently in a bear market. So right now, we're kind of waiting to fill up the bags for a bull run, and we don't expect a bull run for quite some time, but we have had a quite significant move. I believe it's been over 30%, which it has, which is a nice retracement in a bear market, because if you zoom out on the weekly, we can see that we clearly have been making lower lows all the way. We haven't even thought about coming up back to these previous all-time highs, right? So right now, I would hold off. Much resources. Lots of people make videos on their next altcoins that they think are going to do well and their portfolios, and you can check them out there. We smashed through the 100 sub mark. Oh my God. Yes, we did. I was overjoyed. Thank you so much to the Otter gang. Thank you so much for everyone's support. You're my Otter half. I appreciate you guys so much. Smash through that 100 subs. Time's a ticking. Let's keep growing. Let's keep doing this. Together, we're going to build these parts for the spaceship, and we're going to go to outer space because, we've got this and you guys are utterly fantastic. Let's just wait and see what it has in store for us. But remember, right now, we have to be patient. Long-term traders are just relaxing. They probably grab bags at 15 /day trader. But right now, I'm sitting on my hands because I don't find any good trades, and I didn't get into this long early enough to consider it to be safe trading now. So I've just been scalping the ranges. So let's go back down to the daily. What do we got here? Let's take a good look at this, and we've gotten a red dot over here, and then we've currently pumped up, and we're getting another green dot with money flow crossing upwards, right? We're getting VWAP crossing upwards as well. This looks like it's going to continue upwards. To me, this looks very bullish, right? On the daily, right? Remember, we got to check multiple time frames. So let's go down to the 18. Let's check this. It's still continuing upwards. We've had the crossover of the VWAP. It's coming down. So this is a little bit more bearish. We got a red stochastic line. No big signals on the market cipher A, but market cipher B is telling us quite a bit, right? We are currently printing this beautiful bearish divergence. One here and one here. You can easily see the bearish divergence coming to fruition. Can this bring us lower? Well, that would be lovely. This is on the 12-hour. So if we continue down, I'm sure it's more evident that we have this divergence. Sorry if my internet is slow because we got Mrs. Otter. She's out on the balcony in the crane pose with the router. I'm trying to get better internet. We have ordered better internet for live streams, just so that we can ensure that we have a smooth, beautiful stream for you guys. But that's not coming for another couple weeks. So fingers crossed they get here sooner rather than later, and we can get some better internet in order to provide you guys with some service. But we are hopefully getting better internet. So if it's a bit choppy, bear with me. Mrs. Otter's out there doing her best, trying to reach for the stars, pointing north with the router, trying to get us a good reception for you guys. So here we are. Let's go down and look at lower time frames, right? So we can see we still got that bear div, right? Bingo, 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 bingo. So right now we got to be patient and what the markets are doing. So we've had a little drop down here, right? And this has been quite difficult price action to be trading, right? Because it's been very sporadic, especially this candle here. If you look at it, this is this doji kind of thing. It's not doji by doji, but it's very confusing, right? The retracement is starting now, says Crypto Eats World. Ordered this new internet, so hopefully it's that bomb diggity fast stuff, you know what I mean? But look at this. We're getting quite the little dump here and pump back up. So we're trying to flip this area. That's what I can see. Wow. Okay. What a wick down. That's a big wick down. Rejected. Bulls are strong. Can we get a shooting star here? Let's see. Okay, so wow, we had this beautiful curve up. Look at this. If I was awake during this, you could see this beautiful curve up and this beautiful curve down, right? That to me is a divergence as well, and that is what has brought us down, right? You can see the crossover here in the stochastics and the VWAP just dropping to the moon. That would have been a good signal right here. So let's go into the 18 and further down, right? So imminent future right now, I'd be looking for some sort of long, but right now it doesn't look. I would look for something like this. This, just looking at this off the top of my head, I'd zoom in. Okay, 8 minute. We can get. Oh, here's nope, no divergence. So I'd look for something like this to continue upwards. Hey Nate, what's up? Fire analysis, bro. Shout out to you, Nate. Let's effing go. Here we go. Woke up. It's Sunday morning for me. Woke up. Mrs. Otter put on the coffee for me, and she said, "Why don't you live stream early for the guys and ladies and get them some content right now?" So I'm like, you know what? I will. I'll get out there. I'll put in the work because you guys deserve it, right? Is it time to exit my short? I got in at 23,303. 23,303. Poof, bro, 23,303. You let that run. You let that run, man. You let that run. You let that run to the basement, okay? I keep my stop loss above here around 23,408. I do get above this, you know, good luck. But maybe if you've taken profits already, which you should have, right? Put your stop loss at entry and let it run. Not financial advice, but this is how I would trade it. I just break even here, take a little bit of profits right now. Look, it's continuing downwards. Why not, right? We had this giant push down, so we're clearly, the bears are trying to push this back down, right? So right now we have to trade with what you got. You got a good entry. That's great, right? So hold the entry, be patient, take a little bit of profit out, put your stop loss at entry, and let the trade ride, right? See, there you go. Beautiful, Kumis. Now, what you can do, if you do feel like you don't have enough capital or margin into your trade, right? You can pull a simple retracement here from the top to the bottom, right? Have this marked out on your chart. Here's your golden pocket /786 level, right? If it does come back up here with another confluence, right? If it pops back up here and then you get another bear div where you can be like, okay, yep, this makes sense to me, right? I can re-enter and add to your position here, right? So just look for that, right? That's another way of doing it. Also, you can pull volume profile from the side here. Pull a volume profile and see if you get, okay, so you got a volume gap here. So I'd be aiming at the bottom right here, but at the top right here, I'd be aiming higher up, right? So this would be, I would look for a 786 retracement rather than look at the 786, right? That's the way I would be looking to trade that. But yeah, great entry. Take the profits, let it run, because you never know where it's going to go, especially with this weekend. Remember, on Sunday, tomorrow, when I'm swinging a hammer, working away, right? The market makers, they're going to try and put in whatever they want for this weekly candle. If we zoom out, that's why I started with this weekly candle, because look at this weekly candle. This is a very bearish or bullish candle, right? But if we do come down, right? If we do come down below this trend line, right? This could be a rejection rather than something bullish, right? If we can continue to stay up here and flip this to support, I don't see why not. We can't continue higher, right? So let's zoom out. Let's zoom out. Let's go to the 2-day and zoom out, and I'll give you some of my levels that I'm looking at for the price to go to. Right now, we're obviously, like I described, we're fighting for this level of support, right? We're trying to flip it. We're trying to flip it, right? We've pushed up, and we're trying to flip it. And this is on a weekend. Remember, volume on a weekend is normally very, very low, right? And we have gotten some good volume over the past few days. It is on a slight decrease, right? On a slight decrease, but for a weekend, this is great volume. This is great volume. So let's zoom out. Let's go back to the 2-day. Let's pull some volume from the side here. Now, I do like the VRVP, but I prefer to use the tool, which is free, the fixed range volume profile. And if you pull from the side here, you get a much more accurate, like if I turn on the VRVP, you get this big blockage of stuff on the side. I can put it on the left-hand side or the right-hand side for you guys. But it's, to me, it's what's on your screen, right? So it's not as accurate in my opinion. So if we look over here, let's get rid of the market cipher, and we can see from this range previous, we have, wow, okay. So we have this giant gap right here. So we have this value area high at 24,200, right? And then a giant quick move up right to this area right here at 28,000, right? So remember, there is a very big gap between where we are right now. We have this chunk of volume, right? So if I pull this down, let's put that one there, right? Let's get, I think that's a previous low. Let's keep that one there, right? So, oops. So right now we have this giant area, right? That moves up into this range, right? So we have this range up here. And this range down here. But we have this area here that has not been filled. Now, can we crawl up into that area? Of course, right? Can we shoot through that area? Yes, right? So as we approach this, and if we do flip this to support, right? If we do flip this to support, can we hang out here and then eventually shoot up, right? Because right now, you got to be bullish until otherwise, right? Until proven otherwise. Until we get big confirmations, which we are slowly starting to get. Like I said, on the 12-hour, if we look at this, 12-hour is a powerful chart. If we look at the 12-hour, we can see that we're slowly starting to get this bearish divergence. If we can see, you know, even on the 10, if we can see this start to curve over, we get a red dot here, right? Money flow starts curving down and VWAP crosses the 0 line. Then I'm going to be looking for a good short, right? I'm going to be looking for a good short. Oopsie. Also took profit on my short. Yay. Awesome, guys. Awesome. You know what? You guys stayed up late. I went to bed at like 9 o'clock last night with the missus. We were tired. We've had a very busy week. I've been on the charts constantly, trying to get you stuff and working full-time job. And I was doing demolition. And you know, demolition, as a carpenter, you know, you got to do some demo sometimes. And you know, you end up just FOMOing into work and FOMOing into. So let's not FOMO. Let's be patient. And let's look at some other things here. So with Bitcoin right now, my thoughts are flipping to support, looking for bearish signals, right? We're looking for bearish signals, but we have some on the higher time frames, right? We have some on the higher time frames, and we haven't had that real retracement. So where are my levels? My levels are as so, which I did before the stream. I'm going to get rid of some of these because they're irrelevant. This was from before. Oof. So, right now, we're looking for this range. This is the pump zone. We got to be careful of this zone, right? We have this trend line here, right? For retracements, we've pulled fib profiles, right? So, if I pull fibs from here to here, we have our fibs now. We have our area. This one is a support level, and this one is the support level from the previous range as well. So if we pull, let's go on the 4-hour. If we pull volume, come on, Mrs. Candles, get that internet working, please. Please and thank you. Mrs. Candles. Shout out to Frankie and the Candle Mafia. I just shouted you out, Mrs. Candles, without even trying. Oh my God, we're doing a wife swap. We can see that we have this giant point of control here, right? We have confluence throughout these levels. And we got a swift move down below here, right? So this whole area is the danger zone for the bulls, because the bears can push right. Because if we do get this move down and we continue lower and lower and we punch through this 18.8 area that we got above, we could be looking back down for more pain, right? So we've got to watch. This is our last hurrah. Let's pull this down here. Space Invader, evening, Alex. How's it going, Space Invader? Shout out to you. Thank you for joining us. And right now, we are, looks like we're coming down. To me, it looks like we're coming down. You can clearly see the rejection that just happened here off the VWAP. VWAP flop, right? Just came up, tapped, dropped, back down, right? Now, the bears are angry. Getting my daily fix in before their night shift in the UK. Space Invader, thank you so much for joining. I lived in the UK for 2 years. I am Canadian. I lived in the UK for 2 years up in Edinburgh and in the West Midlands in Worcester. My missus is from. Oh, wow. What a rejection. We got volume, too. We got volume here. They're pushing. They're pushing. Stay in those shorts, guys. I lived in the UK for a couple of years. It's beautiful, beautiful. There's lots of rain. But, hey, I can't say anything because it's raining in Sydney right now in Australia. So we got continuations here. We have continuations. See, we've had this giant, powerful push of the bears. Look how powerful this wick is. Wow. Wow. Can they fight? Look at the fight. Now, am I looking for a long here? Ooh, possibly. Could be looking for a long here, guys. Could be looking for a long here. Berwick upon Tweed. Amazing. I love it up there. It's beautiful. It's God's country, as they say. Lush and beautiful. Oh, they're pushing. Can we get lower lows? Can we get lower lows? We're watching it here. Wow. All right, let's jump into the degen time frames. Let's go in the degen time frames. Wow. Wow. Can we get a bounce? Can we get a bounce? Looking for a bounce. Is anybody looking to long this? I'd be looking to long this right now. See? Oof. What's going on? We got volume. We're pushing down. I'd be looking for a long here. Look at this. This is good, eh? I'm almost upset I'm not trading right now. I'm out here for you guys. This is amazing. $70x long right now. Oh, wow. Rejected. Rejected? This is great. We're getting some volume on the weekend. Come on, can you not be just happy for that? Bitcoin and crypto is back in town, ready and willing to be traded and giving us volume on the weekend. We should all be grateful to the corn right now because, look, if we zoom out, if any of you guys were with me here, and this chunk of price action right here, if you guys were with me through Christmas and all this here before we had this move, do you remember how painful this was? This was slow. Slow, 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 slow. So look, we're getting volume, we're getting movement. So let's be grateful. Are we going to dump it? Let's call in one more time. Excuse me. Excuse me. Can we dump it? Okay, in the comments, I heard that Gen Z or whatever, the younger generation, because I'm 32, so like 4 years after me, when you ask them to pick up the phone, you know, this hand signal that we do, they go like this. They hold the hand like this to their face. Like that's their symbol for the phone instead of this. call me, you know, they go like this. Can anybody confirm that? But we're trying to dump it. We're trying to dump it. Crypto's already long in it. I would have longed it right there. I was calling it. I would have longed it. Woof. Woof. Look at this. Look at these uneven butt cheeks, as Jason Casper calls them. So there's a trade set up right in the live that I wasn't able to take. I'm not comfortable yet sharing my trades, but I will eventually. I was thinking about doing a challenge, maybe like 200 to 1,000, something simple like that. I don't know if you guys are down for that. Shout out to you guys though. Let me know in the Discord. I'll maybe make a poll or something. I'm trying to learn. Don't forget to like the video, but I'm trying to make a poll and maybe we do a challenge. I know CryptoFace just did a challenge of $100,000 to $1 million. Okay, we're not there yet, guys. Okay, we're not there yet, but we can do something about, you know, let's try to make $1,000 together or something like that. Maybe we split the profits. You know what I mean? I want to give back to the community. Oof, we're getting rejected. We're getting rejected. Are we going to come back down? We're getting rejected. They want to flip this 22,850 into support, and they're not. They're getting rejected. Yeah, bro, down. Awesome, Darren. Awesome, Darren. So maybe we will get there together. Yes, we will, Nolan. That's for sure. Oh, we're getting rejected. See, these levels are respected, right? I wouldn't just draw squares and lines on my chart if they weren't going to help us trade better, right? Whew. This is a fight. This is a fight. Let's zoom in. We're getting yellow X continuation. Now, with the yellow X's, I always notice that they always come in threes. Your face is respected. Thank you, Dave Digital. You beautiful man, you. I heard Dave Digital had been winning at the Frankie Candles. He got a prize. I ended up getting a prize. You know what? We love you, Dave Digital. Half of my memes are from Dave Digital, okay? So time be ticking and we be winning, okay? Chicken dinner. Because you're utterly fantastic, Dave Digital. Okay, you're always winning. Look at us. So we're getting a bounce here. You know what I traded yesterday, and I probably shouldn't have? I traded beautiful, beautiful, beautiful APT. Holy smokes, has APT been on a tear? Aptos. It's falling off the cliff now, but I'm telling you, this wick earlier was not nice to 13. That's wow. Okay, we are trying to stay underneath this support. This is awesome. Okay, 15K. Here we come. You know what? I'm perma bear, but like that's only because I want to fill up more bags. I feel like I didn't fill up as much as I should have. You know, with the hodl bags, right? Got a nice bag, but you know, we could have better bags. We could always have better bags. So this is a relief rally, in my opinion, and also with my emotions. Smash the like, Candle Mafia. We out here. Why's the level to stay above trend? Why's the level to stay above trend? Why's the level to stay above trend? I'm trying to understand that. I'm telling you, the bears do not want us to be above this trend line. Pack your bags. We're going to the moon. Are we building a spaceship, Dave Digital? Are we going to outer space? Dave Digital. What's the level to stay above the trend? So the level right now to stay above this is that we have this range. Obviously, we have the range here, which is at 25K, right? This is our range, right? So if we draw two boxes, it would be here and it would be down here, right? This is our range that we're currently in, right? This was news, FTX. We hung around down here. So this is our range right now. This is what we're looking to trade. If we pull this across, we can look at this. And right now, you can see that we are on our last point of volume right here, right? So right now, we got to stay below 25K. Otherwise, we're shooting up to 30, right? This 28,000 right here, because we have another range. So right now we have to stay below this. If we put a price on it, we got to stay below this 25, right? I'd say right here, this is our last wick. This is where we have to stay. Otherwise, we're moving up into this range up here very quickly, right? And we'll fill in this area, right? We'll fill in this area up here. Oh man, I didn't go to art class, okay? Sub up to the moon, Jeffrey. Put a ring on it. Let's go. Thanks, Dave Digital. Are we not in the same frame as the 2009 rally also? Yes, I've looked at that. I've gone back to the 2009, looked at this beautiful, let's go to Bitstamp. So if we go to Bitstamp, if you don't know, if you go to Bitstamp, they have a much longer time horizon. So I think you're talking about right down here, Space Invader, right? In 2019, are we trending like that? Well, they are very similar. If you look at the two, even on this screen here, they are very similar. Are we moving all the way to the moon? That was a crazy move, right? Crazy move, 76%. Are we going to make our way back up here? Well, right now, I'm not completely sure. My only thing is that the sentiment of the market right now, for me, if we go back to our BTC chart, that's very, very, very messy. If we go back to that, we got to remember that. Let's get rid of these prices. There's too much going on here. Let's add this to here. Okay, we got to remember that we've come out of hikes, huge interest rate hikes, right? We look at the S&P, right, for other ideas, right? We've been looking at the S&P, and we've seen this trend line in the S&P, and we can't get above this trend line, right? The S&P has been rejecting us, right? He doesn't want anything to do with us, right? And if we continue downwards here, and people like Netflix and Microsoft and Tesla don't recover, and they keep having these giant layoffs, well, then obviously, we're going to continue downwards, because that's just, people aren't spending, right? Can I move my cam? Of course I can move my cam. Is that better? Yeah, boy. Yeah, there you go. Camera, other side. I hope that's better for you. No problemo, Flemo. Am I pointing too high now? You guys don't want to see my nipples, do you? All right. We back. We on the other side. We're bullish now. We're bullish. Okay. But you can see on the other markets that where was I? I'm catering to Phil. Good day, mate. Fair income. That's my Australian for you. But without any positivity coming back into the markets, I don't think we felt the full pain of this recession yet. We haven't even declared we're in a recession, and look at the markets, right? So we've got to wait to see what Mr. Powell and the other markets and how they react, right? And then we can make decisions on those things. We got building, we got all this news that's going to be coming out, and that will give us a better idea. But right now, I think I'm not bullish until we have gotten and flipped that 25K. 25K would be my level of, okay, maybe these guys are serious, right? Maybe until we get that, I'm not going to change my sentiment, right? Because to me, sentiment is always the number one thing. It's like, okay, trend is your friend. I always start trend and sentiment. So we're bearish, right? But we're heading upwards. That's our trend right now, right? We're upward trend, right? That's the first thing I always think when it comes to the charts, right? Then it's support and resistance. Where are we trading? We're trading in between here. Support and resistance, number 3. Number 4, I'm checking all my time frames. Down from the daily all the way down to the 12-minute. Maybe get into the nitty-gritty when I'm trying to the 5, to the 3, even the 1 sometimes, just to get more confidence to where I think the trade's going to go, right? Dave Digital wants my camera on the other side. You know what, guys? You know what? We're going to go in the middle. Oh, man. You guys are funny. Oh, man. Where was I? So then I go through all my time frames. Shout out to you guys. Love you guys. You guys are all Otter Gang. You guys are killing it here. You guys are making me laugh. You're making my Sunday morning great. I love you all. I go through all the time frames, right? Then, once I'm there, I will pull volume profiles. Okay, this is my volume profile for the range, right? I'll even pull some up here because this is a bit higher. And then I'll have my volume profiles just to get an idea. Then I'll go into pulling fibs. I will pull Fibonacci retracements from tops to bottoms to see where I get confluence to entries, right? Confluence would be from swing high to swing lows, right? This is confluence, right? We always pull in fibs in this place, okay? We love to pull a good fib, right? And we pull them both ways. Then we get some more levels, right? Then from there, we have to have courage and good risk management, right? Because it's sometimes you can be scared to jump into this trade, but I said I was going to long from here, right? I said I would have longed this. Where does this go? This goes underneath this swing low right here because we can see that this wick is possible, right? And then we let this ride up, right? And we take profits halfway or however your trade ratio goes. But I said I would have longed this, right? Right now, could have taken some profits, right? But courage is important, right? Is trust your TA, right? Look, we're getting the green dots here. Can we come back up and flip this to support? Well, instead of staring at the charts and hoping, right? We've taken this trade, right? Right now, we can take some, if we don't feel completely confident, we can take profits out already and then just move this stop loss. If we have a good entry, which we should, move this a little bit higher to secure that it's a break-even trade and let it ride, right? There's ways to protect yourself so that you can preserve the capital. That is the key to longevity in these markets, right? The key... Crypto eats more. Read tea leaves. Cast bones. 7. Check horoscope. Yeah, I always go on horoscope.com and read the markets that way. I don't even know if that exists. I'm sure it does. You guys kill me. I'm gonna get more coffee. Do you guys want to look at some alts? What do you guys want to look at? Besides me. Okay. You know we used to do that in high school, right? Not even high school, middle school. Hey, is anybody seeing this? Do we got to shout it out? What is this, guys? Are we going to see the Sammy? Are we going to see the Sammy cup in handy to the downside? This is on the table. The Sammy cup in handy. And just for $99, you can get some training, bro. Remember, kids, if you're going to play with your fib too much, you'll go... Isn't that what the parents said? You will. You will go blind. And Dave Digital can't see anymore, right? He's the blind trader. He does it on instinct. He has two buttons on his computer. One's buy and one's sell, and one's take profits. And he just buy, sell, buy. He does it all by feel, guys. All by feel. we all out here. Okay. Oh, let's look at Ethereum. Oof. See, we got to look at Ethereum and Matic and Bitcoin, right? Because we know that they all trade very similarly. But look, if we look at Bitcoin compared to Ethereum and Matic, they look much different. Which is surprising to me. But this looks much more bearish to me than Bitcoin does, right? Bitcoin's leading the way. It keeps making higher highs, right? Can it stay above here? This is where it has to come below. Right now, it has to come below this swing low, right? To change the sentiment and then retrace and then head back down, right? That's market structure, right? So can it break these lows? We'll see, right? But Ethereum looks much different. Much different. Big wicks down, curving over, blood diamond, inverse Adam and Eve. Yes, I know what the inverse Adam and Eve. It does look like that. Yeah, we are all sinners. Yeah, we're out here, Dave Digital. This is a pointy and a circle, right? The inverse Adam and Eve. Is that the pointy and circle? That's the pointy and circle. That's the bingo bongo, right? That's that one. That's the Adam and Eve, right? So, which way are we going to go? See, you guys know your patterns. See, I'm not a big pattern trader. I'm level to level Fibonacci volume profile kind of guy. But let's see where this brings us. Now, let's take a look at some alts. They're looking very similar. Is there anything you guys would like me to look at? See, we have this XRP. We have the Slim Shady M&M pattern here that typically plays out to the downside. Shout out to you guys. Solana. I know a lot of people talking about Solana lately. Now, we've had this 25.9 marked out on our charts for a very long time. I missed this trade. I was very upset. This was my short entry. I've had this marked out for the past week and I missed it. Should have set an alarm. Didn't set an alarm. See? We all make mistakes still. But this was my shorting area. We can see that Solana has pumped like no other. FTX is back in business. They're coming back. They knew that people wanted to join on the FTX bandwagon again, like Tom Brady and stuff. No, I'm joking. I don't know, but I heard FTX says that they're gonna try to make a comeback. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea. Do you guys think that's a good idea? Who here would join FTX again? You've got to be out of your mind, right? Okay. So overall, long-term bearish, short-term bullish. Got to get above 25K, right? We're getting slow signs of a big bear divvy on the higher time frames. Not printed yet on the 10. Not printed on the 8. The 6. So the 5, we're starting to get the red dot, right? We're starting to get the red dot. Can it print on the 5? That is the question. The 4, it's printed, right? It's printed. There's a very big difference between printing and printed. Make sure that it's one candle over from where it is printing, right? So we're getting some bear divvies on higher term time frames. Money flow. Let's look at money flow. Is it curving over? I'm not convinced. Look how thick this my language money flow is. We need that curve. We need to see at least a bend in it, right? At least a bend in it. Right now, it's kind of going like this. You can see that, right? So, I wouldn't be trading this for a long-term trade, right? 3 hour. 3 hours curved over, red dot, coming down, right? Steady decline down, though. 3 hour, look at that. That's more like it, right? That's more like it. 4 hour, do we have similar things? See, this isn't convincing to me. 8 hour, look, we're still shooting upwards on the 8 hour. There's no curvature over yet, right? So, sit on my hands for long-term trades. Scalping, yes. Long-term trades, no. Thank you so much, guys. See, I would have been knocked out of my position probably by now. But this is still tradable. I might go and join the trading community and go and shoot along at this thing. How are we all doing? Everybody doing well? It's Saturday for you guys. Are you guys have any plans for the weekends? What are your plans? I mean, how can you ignore that these charts are popping off? We got 3 yellow X's. They typically... Dave Digital. When I sit on my hands, do my hands stink? Well, Dave, I must say, I'm a very tidy and clean man. So no, they do not stink. 3 yellow X's and a partridge and a pear. Will I get copywritten for that? We need more coffee. Let's go and get some more coffee. Yes. Thank you, Phil. Okay, we're getting a push here. Where can I pull a fibs in order to see what's going on here? Let's see. Mrs. Otter, yes. Can I have another coffee, please? Sure. You gonna wave? You gonna wave? You gonna wave? See, both of my hands are here. She's waving.
I exist.
Shout out to Mrs. Otter. She exists. This video is sponsored by Starbucks. No, I'm joking. That is not the truth. My God. She's out here. She's out here supporting the gang. Mrs. Otter, they want you to come and do some TA for them. Okay. She says okay. She says okay. She's going to come and do some TA for you guys. So tell them, which way is the price going to go?
My only advice is if you want a revenge trade, get up, move away from your laptop, and go for a walk.
There you have it. Mrs. Otter throwing the knowledge down into the chat. If you want a revenge trade, get up from your computer or your phone or your tablet and go for a walk. Shout out to Mrs. Otter. Solid knowledge. Dropping bombs in the chat. Shout out to you guys. You guys are getting the beautiful knowledge from Mrs. Otter. Thank you, Mrs. Otter, for a lovely coffee. You made it wonderfully. You're a legend. So, no revenge trading, my fellow otters, because you'll end up like this guy right here. Past experience. I once revenge traded, and I lost quite a bit of coin, paper money, and Mrs. Otter told me to go for a walk. Practical experience. Lesson learned. No more revenge trading. This is Crypto Confessions. We should start a podcast, guys. Crypto Confessions. On the topic of revenge trading, we got to make sure that when we revenge trade, we never set a stop loss. That we always make sure to let the trade run in the opposite direction. Crypto Confessions, Volume 1, featuring Felix, Kumis Crypto, Dave Digital, and Darren Does Things. We're out here. Well, don't forget, crypto eats the world. Okay, that's enough of that. Wow. Okay, three green dots, guys. 3 green dots. We're just gonna open up our Bybit account and throw up. Wow. 5-minute printing. Green power. Curving over on the 12. Popping off. This is a Fibonacci golden pocket, by the way. This is why we are holding strong here. We are ready to go upwards. We are having quite the battle here for this 22,800 level. Can it hold? It's pretty intense. Pretty intense. Pretty intense. Crypto eats world. Stalk someone to get your revenge on. Shout out to Kumis Crypto. I have a demo account trading Forex that I revenge trade on. That's a good way to blow off steam. I never thought about that. Just paper trade at the wall. Ah! That's great. Shout out to you guys. I love the Otter Gang. We're out here. We have fun. We can make laughs, but we can also extract profits. We are getting rejected. This does not look good for the bulls. We are saying sayonara, peace out, A-town down, whatever you say, wherever you're from. Good day, mate. On your bike. What a battle. And when you lose it, you just add more. Yeah, just keep adding margin to it. You can't get stopped out if you just keep throwing money at it, right? So, how would you say it in Canada? Take it easy. Take care, bro. No, it's always bud. Take care, bud. Take care. Goodbye. We're very plain in Canada. About. We live in igloos. We have moose and grizzly bears. Mountain lions. Take it easy. See, right now I haven't been back to Canada in 3 years. I was like Canada, UK, now I'm in Australia. So I don't even know what we say anymore. I'm so far removed from it. I'd have to go home and then talk to the guys, and they'd probably say you sound messed up, man. To be fair. In the UK, they go, "You all right?" And I thought that was weird. And then here they say, "Good day. How's it going? How's it going?" I'm like, what's going, man? How's it going? So, all over the world. Been fortunate enough to travel. The missus loves traveling. I love traveling. Maybe we stay in Sydney, but I don't know. With this internet connection, I don't know if we're staying in Sydney. And it seems like the market moves every time I'm sleeping. So, but I love it here. The weather's great. The people are great. Yeah. No complaints. Shout out to you guys wherever you guys are in the world. I'm sure it's great as well. The best thing about this is crypto's international, baby. Yeehaw. Locked in 1 year internet plan. Can't leave. Well, That's a good reason to stay. No, we put in our visas and hopefully we get accepted to stay. That's where we're at. But for now, we're watching the corn. We're watching the corn. So, like was said, can we make it above? Right now we're getting rejected. Beautiful pattern here. We all like this pattern. But we're all trying to be patient and await. But the rejection could happen here, right? This is my concern right now, is this weekly candle. This weekly candle will very much determine where we're going next, right? Because if we just pop above here, we can easily work our way back down, right? If we flip this, we can easily work our way back up. Now, I got to remain bullish because of how much we've moved up, right? The bulls have to come to an end, though. It can't just continue upwards. That's not how the market works. Wow. But the bears are angry. You can tell the bears are angry. We've had all this volume pushing us up. We've curved over. We've been rejected, clearly, off of this level that I gave you guys. And now, we're coming back down into the previous range, right? Into this range here. They're trying to hold this support at 22,760. We're getting lots of volume, which is important. So let's see what happens. Something poutine. Yes. We say, my mother says A every single sentence. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up? Hey, how's it going? Hey, how you doing? A, B, C, D. We spell it with an E and an H, right? This looks bearish. Look at this beautiful, beautiful candle. What goes up must come down, right? We got this rejection candle here that pumped up, but got quickly rejected down. Now, this is what turned me off trading last night, because if we zoom in here, we get such a quick flat, boom, up, then boom, down. Like, it was just like, if we go into the smaller time frames, it looks like a roller coaster ride. Look at this thing. Woo! Sorry if that hurt your ears. Climb back up. Get rejected multiple times. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Bear divvies. Boom, boom, boom. You could have traded this. Boom, boom, boom. Bear divvies. Come over here. Get rejected again. Boom, boom, boom. And then final drop down, right? So, we're fighting. Yeah, I would have gotten out of this long right now. I would have just been patient. So, where are we going to close? What are we going to do? Let's take a look at OP. I know a lot of people have been trading the OP lately. We are at a key level of, wow. We are at highs right now. OP's flying. Do I have OP on Bybit? I don't trade KuCoin anymore. Some of my older coins. Whew. Let's talk about it, eh? You guys are great. Shout out to you. If you haven't already liked the video, go into the Discord, talk some smack, share some otter memes. let's call for the dump. I hope I've helped you guys. If there's anything else, I will be sharing with you guys in the Discord. I think I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to go out and enjoy my Sunday. It's 11 o'clock here, so I have the rest of the day before I got to work tomorrow. Early night for me. I will be looking to long this. I will let you know in the Discord my trade setups. I will continue to share with you guys. I want to shout out to you guys for your love and support. I really appreciate you guys. Even though you made me move my camera and you've made some funny jokes, we're all here. We're all learning. We're all growing. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate every single one of you for your love and support. You guys are great. You guys are Otter Gang. You guys are family. I appreciate you. And don't forget, be safe out there. Practice good risk management. And hit me up for any help. I'm willing to help. I appreciate you over and over and over and over again. Bye.